Welcome back, I'm Ron the Cook. Today we're going to be doing another summer cocktail for Thirsty Thursdays. Now this one comes from Tanya, and she requested a Mezcal Paloma. Now we can just make a regular Paloma. Palomas are delicious. It's a perfect summer cocktail. And I know I say that a lot, but there are so many perfect summer cocktails depending on the spirit you drink. So instead of just doing a traditional basic Paloma, let's kick it up. We're going to clarify it, add a little luster dust, make something different. A Pink Diamond Paloma. So we don't exactly know the origin of the Paloma. There's a bunch of stories and they all make some form of sense. But what we do know is how the cocktail became so popular. A US bartender by the name of Evan Harrison introduced the Paloma in his pamphlet, Popular Cocktails of the Rio Grande. The pamphlet talks about Texas, where in 1929, grapefruits were being mass produced in the Rio Grande Valley. And some say traditionally that the Paloma is simply grapefruit soda and tequila. But that doesn't exactly line up with the distribution of grapefruit soda at the time. More likely is that you had fresh grapefruit and soda water mixed in with your tequila, along with a little bit of sugar to make your Paloma. Enough history of the Paloma. Let's get to making ours. We're gonna be using the Vida Mezcal. This is an excellent mezcal to use in your cocktails. So we're gonna double it up and make 2 cocktails. We're gonna go 4 ounces or mezcal. We're using some sparkling grapefruit juice. Go 1 ounce. We're using some italicus. Italicus is a bergamot orange liqueur. 1 ounce. Got 1 ounce of fresh squeezed ruby red grapefruit juice. And a 1/2 ounce of fresh lime juice. Let's do 6 dashes of grapefruit bitters. And 1 full ounce of simple syrup. We're using 1.5 ounces of whole milk. Take my bar spoon here. We're gonna mix it in slowly. As you can see, it's already starting to curdle. What's happening is we're gonna bring the pH down low enough in the milk to make it curdle. That's gonna act as our filtration system for our cocktail. While it lets sit for anywhere between 15 and 20 minutes, the bigger the batch is, the longer you're gonna have to wait. This is also something you can make bottles of in advance for your next cookout. Now, the long part. We have to filter out our cocktail. And we're gonna pour just a little bit in to start. Now the science behind this is all of our curds are gonna be collecting in our filter. And those curds are gonna grab onto all the solids within the cocktail. The solids you can't see, and it's gonna make it less tannic, giving it a softer mouthfeel, a little velvety, and softening all of the flavors. So once you've let it strain for a little bit, the first bit's gonna be kind of cloudy. Pour that back into our mixing glass here. Now pour our cocktail in again, nice and slow. For this small of a batch, it's probably gonna take 20 to 30 minutes for it to completely filter. It's been 35 minutes, our cocktail is completely strained, so let's take a look at it. First, let's look at the filter. That is all of the curds from our milk. You can see this little pink. It's grabbed onto all technically the solid material of the juice, which is all of the kind of the denser particles within it. And that is what we're left with, this beautiful milk punch. All right, ooh, smells amazing. Get my Long Collins ice here. I'm gonna go halfway up. Got a little sparkling water on top. Now for our luster dust. Like 1/8 of a teaspoon. Just a tiny amount is all you need. Drop that in. And there we have the Pink Diamond Paloma. smells so good. That's dangerous. That tastes like a smoky grapefruit soda. Look how beautiful that is. Super refreshing. The mezcal has been softened by the milk punch technique. The flavor's not as sharp. It's not as smoky. The smoke just hits you like in the back of the throat. The italicus is adding a little bit of that citrus bitterness along with a good amount of sweetness. It tastes like that perfectly ripened skin of an orange. But I think I need to try one other way. I'm gonna put the straight cocktail into my drink mate, carbonate that and see how that comes out. It's my Libby Hickory glass. Drop a big cube in, and our carbonated, clarified, Pink Diamond Paloma. Get a touch of our luster dust here, drop it in, and give that a stir. Look how beautiful that is. Gorgeous color. All right, let's give it a try. Ooh. This one has more body. The mezcal is right in your face, a lot stronger. The other one tasted more like a highball. It drank like a highball. Delicious. But this one, this feels more like a cocktail. I'm tasting way more of the italicus. The mezcal is a lot stronger in it. Basically all the flavors, the grapefruit, the italicus, the mezcal, the lime, all those flavors are coming through a lot stronger. This, I'm sitting down to dinner, having a nice meal and sipping on one of these on a nice hot day. This one, I'm poolside on vacation, not trying to get too tipsy in the sun. Both perfect for summer. So cheers to you, Tanya. Excellent choice. If you want to check out the rest of my summer cocktails, click right there. If you want to check out my videos where I break down the bear on FX, click right there. Until next time, I'm Ron the Cook.